What's going on, YouTube fam? Oh, hang on a minute. Let me turn my light off here. We don't need no light. Alright, there we go. How you doing, YouTube fam? Welcome to another episode of Tapped Out Auto. I think this is going to be my last video on my phone. I have bought something, but I don't know how good it works. So, we're going to have to see. But it's been a few days since I made some content. I hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving. And today, this thing, it broke down again yesterday when my girlfriend's daughter drove it to work. And I realized that the fuel pump has went out of it. Luckily, the fuel pump is underneath the seat. Okay, let's see here. Oh, I really hate this car. Yeah, there's the fuel pump. And it is not working. So, it looks like I need to take and... Oh, give me a few minutes. I'm going to see if I can't get this seat out of here. Alright. Couldn't get the seat out for some reason. Something in the middle's holding it. So I just take a bungee cord. Yep. And there it is. One thing about this car is they must knew this thing was going to break down all the time. Because there ain't very many cars that has access for the fuel pump. Oh, I wish they'd do that to trucks. Look at this wintry day. Ain't this some BS? Oh, hey, Rogue. I'll say, hey. Hey, hi. Hey, hi. Hi. He thinks we're going for an R, which means ride. But we can't say that too loud. No, I'm fixing it, boy. No, I know. Alright, I gotta get a 7mm wrench to take this off. I'll be right back. Alright, folks. Oh! Alright, now we gotta get this thing out of here. And take it in the shop and we're gonna test it and make sure it ain't this wiring connector here. Alright. Oh, watch this be an 8. Now they're 8s. And I grabbed a 7. Alright. Whoops. Some of this video might be upside down. If it is, I apologize. Alright, let me go get an 8. Alright, guys, I am back with the right tool. Okay. Yeah, I'd say, probably another person that got me into this YouTube was that, Scotty Kilmer channel. Talks about cars a lot and stuff like that, and, you know, I first started watching him, you know, I feel that he had some pretty good content at first. But now lately, it's just like he answers the same questions, and, keeps talking about how good Toyotas are. And I don't mind, Toyotas are very good cars. Cars are very good cars. Some Toyotas are very good cars. Do I think they're the best, though? I mean, they have been proven to go a million miles, but we're talking about like the 1970s Toyotas and stuff like that, you know, went a million miles. You know, if we're talking about, you know, even the, if we're even talking about like the 90s Toyotas, or the late 80s Toyotas, I have to say, probably between 87 and 93. No, I'm going to have to go back further than that, people. I'm going to have to say 85, I think, was the year that one truck. And 93 was the year of my other truck. And they were both Mazdas. One was a Mazda B2000. And the other one was a Mazda B2200, what I absolutely fell in love with. And I have to tell you, I've had a couple Toyotas those years, and I'd have to go with the Mazda being the better truck. especially the 1993, I think it's 1988 to 93 is when they made that B2200. And the only thing that you have to do is convert the carburetor. You know, that emission stuff just killed them little trucks. But, you know, throw a couple $100 carburetor kit on it, and you got a truck that lasts you forever. Mine actually got totaled. A little old lady pulled out in front of me, and right out in front of me, and I hit her from the side, and it totaled my truck. And I still miss that truck to this day. I wish I still had it. I mean, it wouldn't do me much good living way up here where I live now, because it was a two-wheel drive, but I'd love to have another one. I've been looking for one. Alright, this right here is clipped to the top of this. Oh, can I just pull this off here? No, that's all connected to one piece. So yeah, I'm going to have to get a little screwdriver and pop this off. So I'll be right back. Alright, folks. I just took my little screwdriver, put it underneath here, pushed it out, and it's out. So, let's see without breaking anything. Now, with these Chevrolet fuel pumps, it's usually not the fuel pump that goes out. And I'll show you, geez, I'm going to have to use two hands. Okay, I'll be right back with it out. Alright, folks, got it out. There it is. And you know what I can't find, folks? I can't find my selfie stick. I cannot find my selfie stick. Oh, that's a bummer, guys. Huh. That most definitely come in handy right now. But yeah. Where do I have my selfie stick? It may be out there in my truck, but I doubt it. I usually keep it in here for you guys. Well, I can't find it. That sure does bite. Here's my fuel pump. Or the fuel pump that goes in that car. Now, what I said before on these, but this one doesn't have it. This one looks like it's just got a straight tube that goes out. But a lot of these has got a tube like this, but it's clear. Oh, wait a minute. I have one right here. Ta-da! This came out of a Chevy Impala, like a 2005. And you see this little rubber hose right here? This one right here is what sucks the gasoline from the fuel pump to the top of the fuel pump housing. Now, I want to tell y'all something. I have worked at a few mechanic shops in my life. And if y'all don't want to get ripped off, the next time that your fuel pump goes out, there'll be a part 2 of this video, because for some reason I'm blinking, so this is going to cut off. So there's going to be a part 2 of this video. These hoses, they get leaks in them from this moving up and down from driving, especially right in here in the elbow. And this fuel pump can cost you upwards to $600 to get it changed at a mechanic shop, pump and labor. Maybe even a little bit more depending which vehicle you have. And these hoses are known to break. And they sell these hoses, just these hoses, in a kit. So you don't have to buy the whole thing. So the next time your mechanic says that your fuel pump is out, go take a look at your fuel pump. And look at this hose right here on your old fuel pump. And just see if there's any cracks in it. If you see any cracks in it, then just ask the mechanic if he can just replace this hose. You might can get another month, day, 2 years. You never know. But it could get you where you could afford the fuel pump a little bit more. You know, just a better day that you have the money. Because like I say, these things can be expensive. I think this one here was almost $200 for just the fuel pump. Where you can, if this hose was broke, you can get this hose for around $10. So you might want to check that, just ask the mechanic, hey, can I see my old fuel pump? Just want to take a look at it before we go any further. I want to know why you think it's bad. And if they do not have this fuel pump out of your gas tank, and they tell you that the fuel pump is bad, take it to someplace else. The only way that you can tell if this fuel pump is bad is actually taking it out, hooking it up, making sure that the motor is bad. I have a power probe that sits right over there that I am going to hook to this one to make sure that the motor is bad, or if it's just a loose wire or something. It could be that any one of these wires could be loose. You have these wires up in here, they could be loose. This is a lot of money to spend for something that you might not need. So I'm going to end this video right now. This is going to be part 2 of fixing the Kia. I hope y'all guys enjoyed this content, and like I said, just so y'all don't get ripped off. And another thing with this Chevrolet, I hope I have enough time on this phone to say it, is these lines right here. You can see that these lines are melted onto here. There we go. See how these lines are melted on here? They break right in here too. Not the housing breaks, just this line breaks. Here and here. All the time. It's a common Chevrolet problem. If it's just these lines broke, you can buy just these lines without buying the housing. If you go to a mechanic shop and they say you need a fuel pump, ask them if you can see your old part. If they do not have it out of the fuel tank, take your car someplace else because they're not 100% sure if your fuel pump is your problem. You can see the fuel pump down inside there. See that round thing? That's your fuel pump. And it could be this hose could be broke. It could be these two hoses that can be broke. But you can buy these hoses individually and are a whole lot less money than buying the whole pump. Now, a lot of shops will tell you and stuff that it's best to change the whole pump. But if you don't have the money, you don't have the money. So I catch y'all in the second video. You guys have a good one. I'll see you on the next video. This will be part 1. There will be a part 2. I'm hoping here pretty soon that I can just make all this into one video. We'll see. I got one more day to wait. Peace.